Home free. Home free. Home free, nigga. Let go. Let go. That's Big Monte, boy. Big, boy.
Nigga, they doing push-ups.
Boy, I see you, boy.
No, this Ray.
That little Ray.
Man, this ain't
That
Ray.
little Ray.
Hey, Ray. What the fuck, man?
That little Ray.
Hey.
That little Ray.
I love you, boy.
God,
Hey, Ray got big as fuck, man.
Hey, Ray cold on the field,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Hey,
Cold.
Demon home, too, pussy. Demon home.
Hey, cuz, are you still rapping?
Welcome, people. We're back for another episode of Big Six Bants. And listen, there's only one way to open this stream, so I'm just gonna drop myself down and I'm gonna let you guys do. I'm gonna let you guys do what you do best. So let's just watch and.
All right, Martinelli, get rid. Oh, come on. Keep the shape.
Can you man hear it? Can you man hear it?
Cross.
Let me know if you man can hear it, because I can't hear it for some reason. Give me a second. These technicals killing me. You lot need to hear this, innit? You lot need to hear this. This is something you need to hear. All right, let's try that again, people. Let's try that again. Let's share the stream. Bear with people. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure we're smashing the like button. We just come from Ranks' stream. Real football talk over there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're subscribing. Romz on his way.
Oh,
There
come
we
on.
go.
Keep the shape. Stop the cross. Come on, stop him. All right. Martinelli, get rid. Oh, come on. Keep the shape. Stop the cross. Fuck off. You're taking the fucking piss. You're taking the fucking piss. You're taking the piss. You are taking... No. You're taking the fucking piss. You're taking the absolute piss. You're taking the fucking piss. No. Trooper, stay calm. Trooper, stay calm. Don't lose it. Don't lose it, bro. Don't lose it, bro. Don't lose it, bro. Don't lose it. Lose it. Don't lose it. Don't lose it, blood. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, troops. Don't do it. Stay calm. Stay calm. Stay calm, bro. Stay calm, bro. Stay calm. Don't do it. There's still a second leg. Relax. It's okay. It will be all right. Stay calm. Still a second leg. We're not gonna do it. We are not gonna do it. This fucking David Raya guy. We are not gonna do it. This David Raya guy. We are not gonna do it. We are not. We will not do it. We will not do it, blood. This David Raya guy, bro. This guy. Oh, my days. What is wrong with this fucking club? What is wrong with you, man? Now you want to shoot. You want to shoot in the 95th fucking minute. You ain't shot for the whole game. And you want to shoot in the 95th minute. You dickheads. You dickheads. You clowns. 95 minutes. You want to shoot. Dickhead. Pricks. 95 minutes. No shot. Now you want to shoot.
I know. By the way, that's no. You see that? Yeah, I forgot how good that felt. Yeah, that is the generational troops that we know and love. Yeah, welcome back to another episode of Big Six Bants. If you guys caught the stream yesterday, it was a generational stream yesterday. Last last night's stream was generational to say the least. It is doing numbers, so make sure you guys go and watch that back. Traps absolutely annihilated Casey, and Traps will be back with Kears at 7 o'clock today as well. It's gonna go off. So make sure you got your notifications on. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel as well. And of course, let's get us to 8.2k subs. I believe we're about 10 subs away. So, I believe there's going to be enough people in here during this stream with me and Romz that we chop it up. There's going to be enough people in here to make sure that we can get that going. There's already 87 people in the house already, and we're not even 2 minutes outside of the intro. So let me get to shouting everyone out. Romz, obviously, welcome to the stream as well. Big up Rant as well.
Is my mic too loud?
No, you're good.
Oh, calm.
You're good. Big up Mr. Link, Monts, those whole ass rods. What the times me out until eternity. First of all, we're not gonna get onto the mods over on Rance's channel.
Separately, Monts. I'll be real, you know me. I don't really go back and rewatch streams. I only caught the last half an hour. Bro, big up your damn self on your debut, bro. The chemistry was just there. Do you know what I mean? That show was proper. I've not even watched the first hour, by the way. I've only watched the last 45 minutes. But bro, from what I saw, proper football talk still.
It's real football talk, man. And big up Rants every time, man. As I said, if you were timed out and you're from here, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? It's a new community, it's a different community. It doesn't mean it's anything negative in it. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Show love on both, bro. Just show love. You know what I'm saying? Big up Lloyd, obviously come from Rants. Big up DMs come from Rants as well. Big up Corey as every time as well. Big up Andrew Green. Everyone who's coming from the Rant stream, yo, man, appreciates you. That was real football talk, man. I really enjoyed that stream. That's going to be a weekly show now as well, every Thursday. So, make sure you're there. Big up Honestly in the chat with all the stats as usual. Virgil van Dijk's Premier League record at Anfield, 93 games, 77 wins, 15 draws, 1 defeat, 46 clean sheets. Big up Taylor in the chat as well. He says, Taylor, big up chat and Monts. He goes, obviously, run it back with Mr. Link, big yards. Big up Joe in the house as well. Hennessy. Hey, everybody here, man. Everybody here. Make sure we're liking and subscribing. Let's get to what? Slightly shorter stream today. I'm saying what? 125 likes. Let's keep it reachable for today. Obviously, we've got another stream you got another stream later on. So that's gonna be another stream not to forget as well. And same with this one now, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up Van as well. Van Rolling as well. Big up yourself every day. You know what I'm saying? Broski, you telling me, man? You telling me?
Feels like it's been a minute, innit?
Huh?
It feels like it's been a minute, innit? I'm good, man. Liverpool winning. I can't lie. Heart palpitation in that first half, but listen, we've done what we've done all season. We do not have to be playing that well, but we will win, and that's the main thing. Other than that, I'm good. Arsenal tears yesterday. Obviously, we'll chop that up as well. But yeah, man, it's been a good last 3-4 days, man. Very good last 3-4 days.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, like, I didn't see this coming in it. Like, at halftime, 1-0 down, I was shouting and screaming and swearing at my TV and all these things. Like, bro, I'll be real, it weren't looking good in it. It was looking very, very stressful by halftime. I don't know what Klopp said at halftime, but he did the fucking get yo. I hold your backhands in that. I swear.
In the words of Trash, you know when he does that, Monts, and I'm watching. When he does that, and I'm watching you, like, I have tears in my eye. It's the way he does it.
Bro, it's the felt like every time. Every time. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot to unpack. Obviously, we're gonna speak on Liverpool, how we just keep winning. We're gonna talk on Arsenal's bottle job against Porto. And it's more football talk, guys. So again, make sure you're snapping the like button. Make sure you're subscribing if you're new. And yeah, just keep supporting, man. It's gonna be a great stream every time. So all that good stuff. Chat. I'm gonna put a little poll in. I'm not sure where to start. We start with Liverpool or Arsenal, because like we know the fun topic is Arsenal, innit? You know what I'm saying? That's the fun.
Yeah, the saying, save the best till last. We'll deal with our club after, but we need to get onto these Arsenal, man, bro, because the audacity. Give me Madrids. I was saying, give me Madrids. Give me Bayerns. I will have them. The audacity for a club that has no pedigree in Europe. For a manager that has no pedigree in Europe, you're getting dunked out by the Sportings, the Olympiacos, the Villarreals, and then you have the audacity. You know what? Yeah, all credit. Listen, you smacked up Burnley, West Ham. Big up. But it's not the Dragao. It is not the Dragao, bro. And even Arsenal when they were in their pomp, or like when they had past teams with Wenger, have you seen the graphic once? This is what I think they do comfortably go through. I'll say that first. But they always lose the first leg or draw. Like the Dragao's not easy for them. Because, bro, let's be honest, Monts. We couldn't watch, obviously, the game in full. Because, well, I don't know if you watched two, but I feel like you're like me, can only really watch one main game. So I only really saw the last half an hour in depth. And, you know, obviously, after our game, you had like that 10-minute window. I think I watched the last 10, 15 of the first half. But it just looked like a boring game. Sad was both of them. I was seeing yellow card. Listen, if you bet on yellow cards yesterday, you must have been eating. Months. Whenever I was looking at my stream, because I was watching Liverpool on the laptop and I had Arsenal in the background. Bro, whenever I was looking, I was seeing yellows here, yellows there, yellows here. But from what I watched, bro, that game, again, I can't give the best assessment because I didn't watch it start to finish, but it just looked like a bit boring game. Me personally, I think that a draw might have been the fair result. I don't know if the chat disagree. But listen, take nothing away from Galano's fit. Was he the same one who hit the crossbar and hit it wide as well? Or was it another player?
He hit the post and hit it wide still.
But, bro, yeah, man, for me, also and they deserve this. And you know what? I don't really like to dive into this football god narrative, bro. But Monts, it actually seems like if you keep thinking your team's 100% going to do something, the opposite just happens. Because again, for the Arsenal fans watching it, I will reiterate, you probably do beat Porto's second leg. That's why the minute you lost, I said, you know, I'm not getting too excited. Then I thought, you know what? I am. Because after this, I think you're going to get dumped out if you go to a bigger team with more heritage, by the way. And second of all, forget 2 legs. Arsenal fans were saying they were going to win this game, this individual game, this game in isolation. Some were saying they would batter them. Some said they would just win. But the general consensus was we will win this game. And for a club that don't have pedigree like that, I just think it was cheeky. I just think it was very cheeky, bro. But again, I can't go too much in the game. I can only applaud the goal. The goal was fantastic. The way you wrapped it, you know, once you're taught that, you know, like if you want to call a shot, use the player kind of as a mannequin, like try and wrap it around the players. You get Raya weren't sniffing that. Raya was not sniffing that, bro. And I have to credit the goal, but yeah, from what I've seen here and there, quite a boring game. To not have a shot on target as well. Have you seen the memes? Arsenal's last shot on target 2017. Once I was in college, bro. I was in college when they had their last shot on target in the UCL knockouts. Crazy.
Bro, it's crazy. It is crazy. Big up Solo, MCFC. Haven't seen you in a while, man. I hope you are well. I hope everything's good in the personal life as well. Good to see you back in the comment section.
Big up Solo.
Big up Solo every time. Yeah, bro. Like, I've got to keep it a buck. Like, these man had me forward, bro. I was doing an Arsenal prop.
Monts, same.
Man, I had me doing Arsenal prop, fam. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm here, and even now, when with the bring me Madrid chat. You know how cheeky that is?
Cheeky, bro.
Are you mad?
I couldn't believe it.
Crazy,
I actually couldn't believe it.
It's crazy.
Monts, what's your opinion?
No X Factor players, bro. Man have no X Factor players, bro. Man have no players with X Factor. And you're telling me, bring on Madrid. Fuck off.
Monts, what's your... And you know, people in the chat get involved in this as well. I've always loved the away goal rule. Maybe it's because in my lifetime, it's benefited us more than it hasn't in my lifetime. But I've always loved it because a lot of people say it's not fair because let's say you're at home, first leg, and you win the game and they don't score. You can be quite pragmatic and part of the bus second leg. But I've always loved it because the incentive of it's harder to score away from home at home. So I've always loved it. I just wish the away goal rule was a rule this year because I would back Porto to go through. If the away goal rule was in this campaign month, I'd back Porto to go through because I think they'll score early. It's like a ratio for every
goal and they're done.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And it's like a ratio.
I still think if they score first, I still think if Porto score first, Arsenal are done.
You reckon?
That's what Arsenal are done. If Porto score first,
Yeah, it'll be quite tight, you know. It'll be quite tight.
Arsenal are finished, bro. They're
It'll
like
be
away
quite
goals.
tight.
I love the away goals thing because the Mourinhos thrive off that shit. The Mourinhos of this world love the Contes and the Mourinhos. Maybe not the Contes. This Champions League record's crap. But them pragmatic managers, yeah, who just don't care and just care about winning. See that you see smash and grabs. That's where you'll see the best smash and grabs for those away goals.
Do you know what it is?
I'm saying you get moments like remember when Roma knocked out
Barca. Yeah. And he had the meme. He's my man that had his hands up.
Do you know what I'm saying? When who was it? What was the centre back? The Greek? Is it the Greek centre back? What's his name?
Manolas. I can't pronounce his name.
Manolas. Yeah.
Manolas. Yeah.
The near post header. That would have been a draw. Bro.
Do you know what it is, Monts? I feel like whether you like the away goal rule or not is dependent on how it's affected your club. So look at City, yeah. Spurs knocked them out the away goal rule. I think Leon did the year Bayern won it in the COVID year, right? United, I think, against Porto in 04. United fans, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think in 04, they got knocked out in the away goal rule. Arsenal have been knocked out in the away goal rule. I think it's only us and Chelsea that have really benefited. I think did Chelsea knock Madrid out the year they won it on away goal rules? Or they might have beaten them outright. But I know Chelsea and Liverpool out of the English clubs have benefited from it the most. I know United have here and there, but I can't remember us having any mad exits months by away goal rules. And even if we have, bro, I love the away goal rule, man. I actually love it. Yes, teams it might be less exciting, but
come on, you've forgotten the main one, Atletico, man, where it wasn't away goals, but when they scored that one goal, we then had to go score. Again,
yes. So actually, it's affected us as well. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
We could have taken that game. That game could have just gone to penalties.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
but
saying?
Monts, I don't care. Look, even though it affects us, I don't care. I love the fact that, bro, work harder away from home. Try and score more away from home. I love that incentive, bro. I've always been for the away goal rule, and I just feel like if it was in this campaign, do you know what? I've deeped here. Even if Porto score first at the Emirates, I feel like Arsenal might then take it to edge because I can see Arsenal scoring minimum 2 at the Emirates. But then big up Ram because Ram was saying to me yesterday that Porto's manager that he's been there for a while, much. You know, even when we first played them back in 17-18, bro. I think he was their manager. He's actually been there for a while. But Ram was saying, I don't know much of him. I'm not gonna act like I watch Porto often, but Ram was saying he's very pragmatic, similar to like how Simeone can be. So Ram was saying Arsenal probably go through second leg, but it might not be as easy. And then when I actually did a bit of research, he does have that quite rigid style. So if Porto do go 1-0 up at Emirates, boy, and listen, their season's vets in this thing, especially at progressing at least to the last 8. They might not have won it. I think, this year will be 20 years since they last won it. But they've got more know-how than Arsenal, especially in the last 7-8 years when Arsenal haven't been on it. And to Guna G, you've probably just joined. That's the first thing I said. I still think Arsenal will go through, but then it's going to be short-lived because I saw enough from last night to know if you buck a City, Real Madrid, an Inter or Atletico, I know it will be one of them because obviously they play each other. If you buck any of them 3 teams, it's long now. I've seen enough. I've actually seen enough from last night. It's actually long because I was even thinking maybe it's only City and Madrid that Arsenal will stumble against. Maybe an Inter, Atletico or a Bayern Arsenal will get the better of. But from what I saw last night, getting stage fright away from home, Kindergarten FC not knowing where they were. Nah, man.
Yeah,
nah.
Like I'm not gonna go overboard and say it's a complete wrap in it. That's why I said I feel
yeah,
like
it's not a wrap.
Porto still have to go and score at the Emirates to win the game. I don't think Porto go through without scoring a goal at the Emirates. They're gonna have to step out. Not to say they're not capable of that, but there's things that we need to point out in this game that need to be spoken about, bro. Taremi weren't even playing, G. How about that?
Wait, is he still there, Monts? This is how much I don't know about Porto. Is he even still there?
Bro, their top scorer weren't playing for one. Yeah. Pepe's 41. Man's the same age as our player.
Do you see the graphic?
Huh?
Do you see the graphic before the game once? It said Pepe's UCL knockout games was in the 40s, and then the Arsenal squad combined knockout games was at 20 something, bro. It was crazy.
And the centre back that played with him, I think it was his debut as well. centre back that played with him. So these man didn't even have their top bagsman like that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not this. That's not good enough. That is
It's
not
true, bro.
good enough, bro. Not have one shot on target in the whole game. You know what I'm saying? It's not
And
good
Monts,
enough.
do you know what makes it mad as well? Yeah, I know it's different competition, obviously different playing style, whatnot. But to score 21 goals in your last 5 games, then to not have a shot on target, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
trust
sorry,
me,
that's just
there's going to be
crazy.
a lot of Arsenal fans scratching their head thinking, how the hell
The
did
hell,
that
yeah.
How has that happened? How has that
Facts.
happened? Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's hard to even blame a certain individual for me. I think everyone's to blame. I think no
Yeah,
one
yeah,
turned up.
yeah.
Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Trossard, the manager, the midfield. Do you get it? I don't know if Arteta's coached the draw or the win. I couldn't tell. The game was that pragmatic and boring. Obviously, I'm not going to say Arsenal didn't control the game. They had their possession, but it was just pointless possession, side to side, nothing penetrative. I can understand the Jorginho sub, but a lot of people were hating on the Jorginho sub. I kind of understood it because, like, it's either you brought him on to pass through the lines and make things move a bit more swifter through the midfield, or you kind of go and, again, shut the game out, take the draw. Because the 0-0 draw is calm. I'll be honest. Drag out, 0-0, go Emirates, score a couple goals, minor.
Do you know who I'm going to give a bit of criticism to? I'm going to give praise to a Porto player and criticism to one of Arsenal players. That Varela guy in the middle, Monts. From what I didn't watch the game from start to finish, obviously, because Liverpool on. But from what I've seen, he was everywhere, bro. He was dark arts as well, getting away with little fouls. I think he got carded in the end. But that Varela guy for Porto, yeah, I liked what I saw. But for me, Declan Rice, Monts, because the first minute of that game, I saw in the background, he got carded, and I thought, let me actually see the replay to see if he needed to make the challenge. Bro, he did not need to make that challenge, bro. And then it puts you on eggshells for the next 89 minutes. Like, cool. That's where, for me, maybe the stage fright came into it. Maybe the occasion was a bit too overwhelming for Rice. Because, again, I think as the game went on, he was doing what Rice does. He was industrious. He was winning the ball back. But to get a yellow that early in the game, I don't know. It just showed a bit of naivety because the tackle, he did not have to make that tackle. Didn't have to make that tackle at all.
No, he didn't. I'm not even on Rice too tough, man. I'm on the attackers because I'm like with the Arsenal attackers right now. There's too many of them rely on the next man for something else. You know what I'm saying? So if Odegaard's not there for the 1-2, we don't see Saka for the whole game. If Hayes ain't playing, we don't see Martinelli for the whole game.
TBG, I've got to disagree. I think out of your front three, I don't know if you agree, Monts. I think Martinelli was I didn't think he was the worst. I think he was your best out of the front three.
No, they were twos and threes, but Martinelli was the three.
Yeah. So like, it wasn't hard to be the best, but he was the best, if that makes sense.
Because
the best out of a bad bunch.
He was trying, but because he was trying, innit? Like Saka for me was waiting for the 1-2 too often, getting the ball, not doing nothing with it. Like it's like you know what Saka does: gets the ball, checks back, gives it to Odegaard, and peels off. But like there was no variation though. Where was the variation?
But I was saying it earlier when you, Ty, Daps, and Don were streaming over at Never Foul, bro. Saka reminds you of, Fever Street when you use the backboard for the 1-2. Like, he'll rarely skin a man himself. And there's nothing wrong with that because he scored many goals that 1-2. But when you're asking him to actually beat his man, and that's the thing, yeah, this is where sometimes I feel Arsenal fans won't agree with this because of output and that. But when Saka was playing left back in his early days in that poor Arsenal team, have you clocked he was beating his man a bit more because he's on his naturally better side. Like, I'm not trusting him to go on the outside and beat man on his right foot because that's not his stronger foot. But this is where I think some games, why doesn't Arteta kind of mix it up and maybe, I'm not even saying start Saka on the left because that would be stupid. Like, let's say like Arsenal are 2-3-0 up and they're comfy. Why not try that variation? Why not swap him? Why not make him whipping crosses for a bit or whatnot on his strongest side? Because we've seen it in an Arsenal shirt when he was playing on that left-hand side. And that's the Saka I saw cooking, man, in his earlier days. But again, it's like a FIFA Street thing, bro. He has to do the backboard. He has to hit off the backboard and get it back. That backboard obviously is like your Ben White's or your Odegaard's. But for me, I don't even want to just give Saka the corn, bro. Like he said, it was the attack as a collective. Trossard again for me had a few. I think he had a shot where he hit Rosette or might have hit off someone, but bro, I
Bro, these
agree with
men
you. I just think
barely
the
shot
front
all
three.
game. Barely shot all game. I'm not hearing it. They barely shot all game. That game was one of the
Mm.
worst watches. Like, obviously, I was watching the Liverpool game, but I also had the Arsenal game there, innit? And that was one of the worst watches, bro. That game was. I told you, I'd rather run them out with pins and needles.
I'm dead.
I'd rather run them out with pins and needles. That was shit. It was horrible to watch. For Arsenal fans too, it must have been even worse for them. But that's their team.
Yeah.
And again, they should have been 2-0 down. This game should have been done. 2-0 finished. Done for, bro. In fact, maybe Arsenal needed to concede that goal early on to wake them up. Maybe they needed to concede for them to really come out of their shell. To go and get stage fright at the Dragao and demand football at the Bernabeu and the Allianz and the Parc de France and all this, yeah, I just think it's a bit cheeky in my opinion. And Arsenal fans, I hope this humbling was something that you guys can now look at and go, cool, we'll probably go beat them at the Emirates, but now we know teams aren't to be fucked with in the UCL. It's a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? This control, aesthetics. You need some sort of X factor. Look at the way Real Madrid beat Leipzig. Leipzig were better than them all game. Diaz, X factor, takes on 3-4 man, slaps it bins, know how to defend, shuts out a game. It's just about winning. It's a cup competition. Heritage is the be all. But you still need that quality, the individual quality to do something. Yeah, and Arsenal players who really has mad X factor. There are some capabilities, there are rare cases where Odegaard will score from 30 yards, rare cases. There'll be a rare time where Saka does something really good.
You know,
how many times are we going to
let me specify this. Saka has X factor at the Emirates because I've seen it against United. Cut in, shift, bang, past the hair. Like I've seen Saka have X factor moments in his natural habitat. I've always said the minute he goes away from home, Monts, it's stickers. I can't I have to respect Saka's record against the top 16 at the Emirates. Like he does. At first, I was like, this guy just don't really do it in big games. Then he told all of us to shut up, but that's only at home. So when you're speaking about X Factor players, in my opinion, they have none in general. But if you're talking Emirates, Saka's pulled out a few stuff out of the blue. Where I'm like, you know what, you've got it here. When you've got all your fans and you're comfortable, you've actually got it. But if you're speaking in general, Monts, I agree with you, bro. There's no X Factor player there, and you know who we have to speak on, and I'm a massive fan of him, William Saliba, because from what I saw from the highlights once, I think he's getting the aura stuff now. I think he's actually believing his own hype. He's him, and he's not having to do as much. He's not getting his shirt dirty. If you clocked his kit's always quite clean. But bro, yesterday I see him getting pulled a bit. Bro, and he weren't reading the game as we know Saliba to read the game, bro. So that's another player. You could say as a collective monster, all of them were just a bit meh. That's the thing with us. It's all a bit.
It's because these man are on this. How do I explain it? These men are on this. You know what? I generally think they looked at it and gone, nice Porto. Yeah, we could do this in gear 1. Yeah. I think gear 1, gear 2 should be enough for this game. I generally think they underestimated these men. Like from the time, and I say this again, from time Declan Rice is staring at the Champions League ball like it's his newborn baby. You man could never have thought he was going far in this competition.
Oh, that was from pre-season, isn't it? When he held.
Yeah, pre-season. No, pre-season. No, this was the first game of the champs when they flew over before their first group game.
Oh, and it was not pre-season, but start of the season when he picked up the ball in it in training.
He picked up the ball in training, brother.
I remember.
Brother. This is bro.
Still.
Come on, man. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Come on. Like, it just shows, man. And obviously, remember, Champions League, a lot of it's up here as well. It's not just with the ball. A lot of it is up here. So much of it.
I keep saying, rarely the best team. If we're going to go off the last 10, 15 years, Monts, I think Pep's Barca team scraped, last 15 years. I think the only teams that have won the Champions League where they were generally the best in Europe at the time, for me, or one of the best in Europe, was Barca for me. Whenever they won it, they were outright the best. Bayern 1920, I still will argue we were as good as them once, but we just Do you know what I mean? Atletico just done us. But I think us and Bayern were like the top two. I think when Real Madrid did the three-peat, I think they were only the best in the Champions League 2 out of them 3 years. When Chelsea won it both years, they weren't even top three in Europe, bro. So what you're saying, it's the mentality because more time the team that wins it aren't the best, bro. They're just not. They genuinely, obviously City last season, I'd say they were the best in Europe, but you don't have to be the best to win the Champions League. Look at us in 05 months. We probably weren't even top 7, bro. You do not have to be the best. And you're right. Champions League is more down to your mentality and how you can deal.
17,
Yeah,
18.
17, 18 as well. We probably weren't top 3, top 5. It's all about up there. You're spot on and how you deal with high pressured moments. And again, do you know what? Yeah, I think you said it earlier in the stream on Never a Foul. If Arsenal was to reach the semis this year, all things considered, that is a good European campaign for them. They've not been in it 7 years. Only Jorginho, Zinchenko, Jesus, and Partey have played in the Champions League. I might be forgetting more, but they're the 4 that come to the top of my head. The rest haven't played. I think this is a lot of their first campaign. Those to get to the semis, you have to credit them. But listen, I think they're getting quarters and Monts. You know what? For me, things have to go Arsenal's way in this campaign, similar to how ours did 21 to 22 season, because they need that second leg at home. Because Monts, God forbid they have Emirates first leg and they don't get a result, and you're going to a Etihad, a Bernabeu, a San Siro, a Wanda Metropolitano. I feel sorry for these man because yesterday spoke volumes. Yes, I think they go through, but the way they dealt with that away atmosphere and whatnot, nah, man, that Arsenal's team that's stale. Put it like this, yeah. If someone had never watched football but had been explained, if someone had never watched football but someone had explained to them how Arsenal play and how fluent they've been in the last 3-4 games, then they watched that game against Porto, they would have thought you're lying. They would have been like, wait, you didn't just describe this team to me. No way you just described this team to me. And that's why, because, I was watching a lot of match reactions after from the Arsenal fans. It was more confusion. I think the word wasn't even disappointment, Monts, because in their heads it's half time and they're most likely going to get them back at Porto. I think it was confusion because, like, ever since the Forest game, I think that was mid-January till last night, they'd been peppering teams, including us, making abundance of chances. And then you put in that performance yesterday. I think the main word was confusion for Arsenal fans.
Yeah, I agree. But you have to remember that, like, there's no plan B with Arteta. The only time they've implemented that plan B properly is when they went long to Havertz against us, and they went long to Havertz against City.
Community shift.
Both times worked because different.
Oh, yeah, twice. Yeah,
and that's and like what me and Rance was discussing, bro. Different can be better, bro. Because even though your system is so good, styles make fights, as Ty would like to say. And sometimes that's why Liverpool are so good at what we do. Because fuck it, we'll go long. You want us to go long, we'll go long. You want us to turn it into a dogfight, like what Curtis said, we'll turn it into a dogfight. You want us to play systematic football, we'll play systematic football and we'll suffocate you to death. You know what I'm saying? We're able to adapt to certain situations. I feel like Arsenal sometimes, if you low block them enough and well enough, or if you frustrate them with a high press, I feel like Arteta's too stubborn to go long or to change the system completely to suit the situation they're in. And in the Champions League, you've only got 2 games to fix it. You only got 180 minutes to fix it. Otherwise, you're done. You know what I'm saying? Pep didn't do it against Chelsea, and now look what's happened.
And you know what, Monts? Ties are killed off in moments because let's say Porto have a 10-minute spell of about 4 counters, but they get 2 goals from them counters. Ties potentially, even us, Monts. How many times when we got to the final against Madrid in 18 and lost it, even when we won it in 2019, in the campaigns where we've gone far, we haven't been amazing both legs. Sometimes we might have just had that half an hour period where we put 4 past you and the tie's done. Do you know what I mean? We haven't necessarily.
We played Madrid in the final. We were 10 times better than them. And Vinny Jr.
There you go.
And Valverde, bro.
That's the best example. That's the best example.
Even when we lost 5-2 to these, man, we fucked them up in that first 25, 30 minutes. We were all over them. They did not know what hit them.
Facts.
They were, bro. These man were like, what the hell is going on? We might be going burn about 3-0 down. How about if it was this close? It was a clear. We was a clearance off the line from being 3-0 up.
Monts. I even remember, right, against Roma in the year we got to the final against Madrid, the year before we won it, right? Smoked them, I think, first leg, I think it was 5-2. And then the second leg, we had like a spell where I think Ronaldo and Mane have scored. Then we held on for I think they were 2 goals away from knocking us out.
Even before Mane's goal, when he slapped it across goal, even then we was under the cosh.
Under cosh, yeah. You're right.
It's not
You're actually
about
right.
This whole Champions League ain't about control, aesthetics, philosophy. No, bro.
Facts.
With Pep, maybe with Pep, yes.
Oh my days, Monts, Tez spot on. Bring up that comment. Liverpool are better than Barcelona Thursday. Do you remember when we smoked them at Camp Nou? They were saying, Monts, there was a stat, yeah, and you know me, I'm not really a stats guy, but there was a stat.
Thinking, how the hell did we lose 3-0?
3-0, bro. If Dembele could finish or had a brain, it could have potentially been 4. Because you know what's mad about that game, Monts? I remember reading a stat, bro. We were the first team in about 3 years in the Champions League to have more possession than Barca at their own ground. We were like the first. In fact, it might have been longer. It actually might have been longer, but I know in a long time we were the first. Ted, you're spot on, bro. You don't have to be perfect in this competition. Like, you've only got to look at Chelsea's 2 wins. Chelsea fans will tell you they weren't even top 3 in Europe. You've got to look at our win in 05. There's probably many more examples, bro. You do not have to be the best, bro.
Look at our win.
How you deal with
I think it was in 08. Our win at the Camp Nou in 08.
Yeah.
Bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it's not every game. Not every game is smash and grab. There's obviously going to be games where you just dominate and smoke a team. Look what we done to Porto when we go away to the drag out. The 3 results, the 4-0, 5-1, and 4-1. Like when we go to the drag out, it's just straight back shots, hella oil, straight to line,
asses,
straight fucking. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is when we go there. But again, sometimes it's the know-how and the experience. It's kind of the all right, man. We've been here before, so it don't even matter if we go 1-0 down. Don't even matter.
You know, so mad, Monts. I'm deep in it with this Arsenal team, yeah. The 4 players I mentioned, this is where Arsenal probably could have dealt with them, yeah. Say what you want about Jesus, probably wouldn't have scored, but just he's dealt with them atmospheres. Zinchenko, I think he even started a lot in one of their campaigns at left back. He's used to them atmospheres. Thomas Partey, I can't even include him. He's at our Thiago. That I was hearing he was back for this game once, and I don't know where he was. And then who's the 4th? Jorginho. I know Jorginho was on the bench and then he eventually came on. There's an argument he could have even started that game. There's a big argument he could have even started that game. But there are 4 men that are experienced in this competition. Could have been a big help to them yesterday. I can't lie. That's where you need them seniors because they're all, in my opinion, senior if you're going to go off the level they've played. And they've all used to the competition because, like I said, a lot of that Arsenal starting 11, this was their first knockout tie, bro. And Havertz, sorry. How can I forget Havertz as well? But Havertz obviously started the game. But other than Havertz, Monts, in that start in 11, was that all of their first knockout tie? I think Odegaard's played for Sociedad and Champions. I think, put it like this, the majority of their team, let me just generalize it, it was their first knockout tie, bro. So, yeah, it would have been better for them if they had a lot of their players that were experienced. But as for Arsenal, again, I have to keep reiterating for the Arsenal fans start crying. I do think you go through, but that would have been worrying last night. That would have been worrying. Just God forbid you get second leg. You get second leg away from home against a better team because that's probably what's going to happen in quarterfinals, semi-finals, and that's where I think. Put it like this, yeah. I think for Arsenal to go through to get to the semis, you will need to avoid a Real Madrid, a City, because the English rule don't count once it's last 8. You can get anyone in it. Yeah, I think you can get anyone. So City, Madrid, Inter or Atletico, depending which one goes through. I think them 3 teams, and I'm going to chuck in Bayern. As dead as Bayern are, who's to say Bayern don't lose this weekend and Bayern just pull the plug? They're saying Tuchel's leaving end of season. Let's say it gets so bad that they just pull the plug even earlier. A new manager comes in, Bayern knock out Lazio, and then they're forced to be reckoned with again because they've got heritage. They've won as much as us. So
they're a force to be reckoned with now in the Champions League, even if they go through, simply because they're, as you said, these men are one loss away in the Bundesliga from putting all their eggs in the Champions
In the Champions League,
one more loss,
Word.
and these men are generally gonna say, "Yeah, that's done me in." One more loss will do these men in, and they're gonna
Bro.
say, "Fuck this, fuck
One
this."
more loss.
Lopano's done now. He's done now. So now these men are gonna see the light and see that they're gonna be a different team with De Ligt. And De Ligt's not even a world beater, but De Ligt is 10 times better than Lopano. So you get it.
Experience as well, Monts. Been to a semi-final, like you know what I mean.
So you got the European pedigree. So again, with the Arsenal thing, I'll put a poll up on whether I want to see whether the chat generally think if Arsenal are actually going to make it out the Champions League, make it out through the next round anyway. Chat, if you had to single out a player for Arsenal, yeah, let me know in the chat right now. What player can you lot single out that you generally think and you look at and go, you're just not ready in it? Like, you've got the pedigree, but you're just not ready. And that epitomizes Arsenal right now. Like, what player kind of does the blame fall on? If you had to kind of pin it on, I know it's hard to pin it on because for me, I said the whole team was crap, but I still think the defense wasn't as bad as what people said against Porto because the game was as boring as it was. But what player do you kind of comes to your mind in that Arsenal game that just wasn't it? Martinelli. Oh, I'm seeing a lot.
Man, I'm saying Martin. This is why I think. This is why it's key to watch the whole game because the little glimpses I saw when I was looking up at the TV, I'm just seeing him with the ball trying to make something happen. But you know what? Fair enough. And it's even the Arsenal fans saying Martinelli so fairs.
Martinelli, Havertz. Oh yeah, Havertz wasn't. Yeah, Havertz stunk as well. Forgot to say that he was shit.
I said that fake Brazilian. Monts, do you remember when they were saying they need to revoke his Brazilian card, Martinelli, because whenever he scores, he didn't dance? Do you remember that one?
Do not kill me.
That one killed me. Man did not even a little samba dance.
That is killing the Ozil dance as well. Drizzy saying it was a collective. Odegaard is not good in tight spaces. They need to sell him if they want to pin teams back. Odegaard is very good in tight spaces though, Tez. I'd say that's his thing. Maybe in the Premier League. Man said jogger finito. HR, stop it.
Dead.
HR, stop it, fam. Stop it.
Man said jogger finito.
He's taking the absolute piss. He's taking the absolute piss. You look, by the way, there's 125 people still here. Of course, smash the like button. We're 15 likes away from 100 likes. So really good like ratio today. So make sure we're still hitting the like button. Let's get to 100 likes. And obviously, let's push on to 125 for what's left of the rest of the stream. We've still got 15-20 minutes or so of some football talk. Let's move things on to Liverpool. Now, obviously, that first half was very difficult to watch, I'd say. But the boys turned it around. The young boys stepped up. I think some of the fringe players who have held a lot of corn this season have proved to some of the players, proved to themselves and proved to the fans that they are good enough to wear the shirt. They're good enough to put in performances. Of course, yes, it's Luton at home, but I feel like the yes, Luton thing needs to die out now, man. Luton have given every top 16 problems. I'm not really trying to hear it.
I think they stay up. I've been saying this. I think their home form, it's going to be very tough, but I think they stay up, bro. But onto that game, can I just ask you something before we delve into this game here? Because I'm going to say now, I think the answer is yes, but I don't think it would have been as comfortable. If Lokonga doesn't go off for Mpanzu, which I said from the start of the season, he is. I know the journey's lovely. I think he's played for them once from non-league to League 2 to League 1 to Championship to Prem. So he's played in all 5 divisions, right? But for me, Lokonga killed them. Do you think we still would have won that game? Because I would have gone maybe a 2-1, but we would have scruffed it. Because Lokonga was everywhere, Monts. He was everywhere, but I couldn't believe what I was watching.
I feel like him and Barkley were killing it, man. But I still think, even though in the first half Liverpool was so crap, I just think we were crap in front of goal. Generally, I think the defense was something that just should have done better. We just should have done better. Kelleher needs to do better there. Endo runs out of position and leaves the gaping hole. We get pinned and then we get punished. But I'm looking at the first half and I watched a bit of it back. And I'll be real, the first half was only bad because we missed 4 gilt-edged chances, bro. 4.
And this brings me on to my
Diaz
point.
Conversation right now. Yes, and he got the goal. But the Diaz conversation, yeah, the Diaz conversation,
You
and
know
it's
it.
not an easy one, man. It's not an
Do you know what it
easy
is,
one
Mont? And
at
I've
all.
I've tried to kind of put a lid on it, because when I say this, it's but they took us down and whatnot, and I get that would be heartbreaking for anyone. It might mess with you mentally, but that's now happened a while ago now. Like, when do we now judge him on performance? Because again, yeah, he got like Mont said, the perseverance. He got the insurance goal as well. Big him up for that. Big him up. But them chances in the first half, and I've been saying it, I hate to say it, after the party injury, he has not been the same player. And this is prior to what happened to his dad as well. I just think, I'm not saying he's bad, but I just feel like our fan base overrate this guy, because put it like this, Monts, we need Salah or Nunes for that final on the weekend. If we go into that game with that front three, with Elliot, Gakpo, and Diaz, I'm not filled with confidence, because I think all three of them as a collective might need 10 chances just to score one goal, bro. I was very worried that first half. And once Van Dijk scored, by the way, big up Van Dijk, because that's what your captain does, bro. That is what your captain, you see, even straight after the goal, Monts, he said, let's go. Like, that's what you want your captain to do. But obviously, once we scored, I feel like the game was stretched. I feel like Mpanzu was diving into things, leaving space in behind. And then obviously we started scoring. But for me, Monts, that front three, it scares me. It scares me, bro. Because I don't know what your prediction before the game was. My prediction was a 2-1. I knew it would be. Well, actually, it ended up being comfortable. This is why I think the scoreline flats to deceive sometimes, because, like you said, we did make abundance of chances from start to finish, but I knew it would be like that. Do you get it? Creating chances has never been our problem, but it's the personnel we had in that front three.
Yeah,
I was like,
because for
they're
me,
gonna need.
Endo pulled out in it. For me, Endo and
Yeah,
McAllister were good.
yeah,
And I'd say, do you know what? I think all three of the midfielders were good. I think Gravenberch kept winning. He kept winning the ball back, and he was fighting. I think first half he got a bit too frustrated and let that get the better of him. Second half, but even first half, he was winning the ball up high. He was winning the ball in very
yeah,
good play.
yeah.
And in the second half, for me, I liked what I saw from Gravenberch. I feel like he needs a run of games. I don't think he's good enough to just come in for one game, look good, and then fuck off again, and then come in again another 10 games later and look good. He's not that good to
Monts, do you know what else he needs?
that.
You know what else he needs? Luis Diaz was an exception to the rule. You know when we brought him in January 2022 and he hit the ground running, bro, dubsing up, man, taking man on, yeah. We know
Yeah.
Klopp players need one preseason. We know this, bro. We know a Klopp player needs a full, because Gravenberch come right at the end, didn't it? When wait, he came into the, when did we sign him again? Nearer to the deadline day. I think we had already played a game or two.
Closer to deadline day, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so he didn't have a preseason. And I feel that a lot of our fans are writing him. You know, football fans can be fickle. I know there's a player in Gravenberch, and I know he gasses out, because I was quite harsh and I was saying, you know what, he gasses out quite early, bro. If you clock 66 minutes, 70-minute Months, he looked like he's spent. But I've actually clocked. I had to take a step back and be like, you know what, Klopp players need a preseason. Diaz is an exception to the rule. He's the one player. Diaz is the one player that was able to hit the ground running, but he had already come off the back of because that Porto team at the time as well, I swear they were quite high pressing. So he already had his fitness, but Diaz had a long-term injury not Diaz. Gravenberch had a long-term injury at Bayern, then come to us without a preseason. So I'm gonna judge Gravenberch next season. But from what he played, his performance yesterday, I think he was cold. I do think he was cold, bro. And I feel like our fan base can be a bit too harsh on Gravenberch. For me, the main three that was letting me down, like you said, was the attack. I think Elliot at times was indecisive. His weight of pass weren't the best. Diaz was just missing sitters. And Gakpo, I'll be real, Months. That first half, I forgot Gakpo was, big up, literally Van Man rolling. It's literally this. I forgot he was on the pitch at times.
Yeah,
I want to big up.
That's a Gakpo thing, though, bro. You need to remember that, Gakpo has to, I think we have to cater to Gakpo a lot more than a Nunes. But I was fuming. I know a lot of people were telling me, if that was Darwin missing the chances. I said, bro, I don't big up, bro. The difference is the Nunes.
You're the one person, yeah.
I don't big up Diaz, bro. I don't big up Diaz. So when he's missing these chances, don't tell me, Monts, if that was Nunes, because I don't big up Nunes either. I don't big up Diaz. I've come to accept that Diaz is average now. He's average. The injury has messed him up. What I love about him is he still has the tenacity to keep going, and that epitomizes Jurgen Klopp as a heartbeat of the team. That epitomizes the Klopp way. So as long as he keeps going and he keeps trying, he will knock the door down at some point. I'm just saying that you can't miss gilt-edged chances like that, like you did at Luton, against Chelsea in the final.
Facts.
That can't happen.
Facts. Facts.
That can't happen. I have to keep it a buck. Keep it a buck, bro.
You know, I want to big up though, yeah. I'm calling him. People calling him Baby VVD, but I think he's more Baby Matip. Big up Jarell Konza again because Monts, the way he's so comfortable with the ball, bro. He breaks lines just with his dribbling ability. You know what Matip do? Matip might do a mazy run. Play. You know what? The goal I always define Matip of is. Do you remember the one against Leeds 2 seasons ago where he's done a mazy run, played a 1-2, he's come back in and he's kind of side-footed it. Yeah, Kwanzaa, I've seen him do it with his passing, but this guy will also go on a mazy run and just like he will trap players to him and make pockets of space for other players. Yeah. Big up Jarell Konza, bro. I think he's quite, and I have to big up Ram because I weren't sure about him at first.
But he's reminiscent. I wouldn't even say Matip. He's reminiscent of Joe Gomez 2019, bro. That's what he reminds me.
Yeah.
So
but
maybe,
I would say
maybe not as quick because Joe Gomez.
Yeah. He was lightning.
Rapid.
Do you know what I'd say? Kwanzaa is. I feel like he's not as quick as a Joe Gomez, but you could argue he's probably a bit better technically at that age than Joe Gomez was. There's an argument.
Bro, Joe Gomez was spraying 80 yarders, bro. Joe Gomez
he was as well. Maybe I'm forgetting. He actually was.
Bro,
he was.
Ball retention and 40, 50 yarders. He was on all that. In 2019, he was on all that. That's why man was saying these man had the asthma pumps and shit because man was on something, bro. Gomez was on bolts. He used to lock up world class Aubameyang for fun.
No, you're right. Like, still, you're right. Yeah, maybe I'm giving Konza too much, but big him up.
No, never too much because he's coming at a younger age, bro. He's coming in at a younger age. Gomez came in at Gomez came in young, to be fair, when he had that shit high top. But like, yeah, bro. Remember when he had that shit high top and he came in at right back. You know what I'm saying? But
Gomez has been at Oxford. When did he sign? 2016.
Longest 7 player, bro. He's the longest 7 player. 2015. Yeah, 9
This will be 8. Yeah, 9 years.
2015, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Rotted.
Yeah, Joey G went from Joey G to Cardi G to Joey Monts. You best apologize. Type beat, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad, but I'm happy. And even Gomez was good. I think Gomez was bad in the first half. He got ripped a few times by Aubergino, whatever his name is. But second half, there was one touch that Gomez done at right back where he held man off and he brought it down. I was like, wait, that was fucking fake.
Yeah. I know exactly. Yeah.
Disgusting. It was
disgusting. Yeah.
But I need to talk about Endo, man. I need to talk about how Endo is better than Caicedo, bro. We need to talk about it.
I can't even disagree with that. If we're gonna go off of what we're seeing, I can't disagree with that, bro. I actually can't.
By the way, a couple of the Liverpool guys in the chat. Pick up everyone in the chat. By the way, you guys are doing sick. We're gonna get some of the comments, but like, I know some of you lot are a little bit upset with me saying that Diaz is average, innit? But I've tried with Diaz, innit? Like, maybe average is a stretch. He's just decent, innit? Like, he's just decent at the moment. I feel like I don't know whether it's confidence but how wasteful he is worrying, bro.
Monts, I have to. For me, it's simple as this. For me, I'm sorry, it is because before the injury, right? Have you clocked? There was many times where Mengi was standing him up. He doesn't want to beat his man. He's looking to come inside all the time when he can go around. Before the injury, Monts, he wouldn't care if he gets tackled. He wouldn't care if he dribbles it off the pitch. His first thought was, let me get past my man. Whatever I do with it after is whatever I do with it. But his first thought was, now I believe after the injury, he's become more apprehensive. And before the injury, Monts, his output wasn't. Before, big up Jay Finn. Before the injury, his output wasn't the greatest. So now at least before the injury though, he was a bit more tenacious. So like he would more direct. Now post injury, his output's still similar, and he's not doing what we first fell in love with him for doing. Do you get it? So for me, I think it's simple, and I just don't think we're ever going to get that first 6 to 8 months of Diaz that we saw when he first came in. That's just my opinion. I know our fans won't.
Yeah, just post-party injury, innit? Just post-party.
Literally, post-party.
I feel like he might have looked all right when he first came back, but remember, he got injured and then the knee injury came back again. I think he got injured in training. I think Elliot injured him in training.
Yes.
It was the reoccurrence that probably might have really done him in, innit? But big up Chafin with the super chat. He goes, Joe at LFC, he was 18. Run the Endo promo. Let's run it, bro. My DM with my gut, bro. My DM with the gum shield, bro. This guy, he's even got the little dinky thing. He got the little thing that he done to Diaz was naughty. I was like, wait, this man is cooking. This man is cooking.
How about this month? How about this month? Now Jones is injured.
Yeah.
He's my first name on the team sheet in the midfield. He's my first name on the team sheet.
I'd say
I would have said Jones before, but
because I was really annoyed with McAllister's performance at Brentford, innit? Apart from his goal, I was really not happy with his performance. But
don't you think he matured into the game? I think it's only first. I think we're overdoing this month. McAllister was poor for the first 30 minutes. I think after 30 minutes, bro, and Gravenberch came on, I think he matured.
I think up until the goal.
Fair.
I think after the goal we started, you see him, the confidence grew. And that's what goals do, innit? You score a goal, you get more confident. But
you know the ones once you score, you feel like you can run.
I'm hit for it, bro. For now, anyways, I'm hit for the Endo McAllister pivot. It's not dazzling on paper. It's not gonna wow the neutrals, but it's getting the job done. And until we get the others back, these man. And listen, I know it's Luton at home, man. I hear it, but you know, when City come to Anfield, we got to see if these guys are ready for that. We'll see if they can step up for the challenge. But Endo, my fucking 6. My DM, bro. This guy.
How about this month?
He's playing so well, man. I'm really.
How about this month?
A really good one we found, man.
This is the biggest compliment I can give Endo. You might say I'm doing too much. The comments might say I'm doing too much, but I don't care. Even with Szoboszlai back, even with Jones back, even with Thiago back, even with Basetic back, Endo starts for me. How about that? I've seen enough. I'm sold. I'm sold. If someone has to play the 6, I'm still a little bit like, does Matt go back into the 6 or does Endo go there? Because I've seen Endo do really well against like Arsenal and that, but I've also seen Endo get ran out the ends in Crystal Palace. I've seen McAllister. Yeah, like McAllister. I think the thing is with McAllister, I feel like McAllister had like McAllister had like a run of games in the 6 where he was our best midfielder, one of our best midfielders anyway. I don't know if you remember before Endo come back from the games from the Asia Cup. He looked really good in the 6. Like McAllister was splitting lines, coming in with the tackles, timing his tackles a lot better. It was kind of from the City game to like the FA Cup Arsenal. Maybe a bit more. I know what you mean.
Even when we got battered by Arsenal, bro, he was still. McAllister had a good game in the 6. He had a good game. He had a very good game. So I'm still like, and it's a good headache to have. Szoboszlai's gonna have to work to get back into the team. Curtis Jones for me still walk straight back in. I feel like McAllister still needs to get back. I've deeped it though. McAllister is a tempo player, innit? McAllister kind of needs games in a certain position. Like he'll need to, like in the 8, he's still growing. He's still getting back to being an 8 again. I thought he needs 4 or 5 games in the 8 to really start purring. 2 brilliant assists, by the way. Throw taken quickly. Gakpo. It was one of those moments. You know what I'm saying?
Words.
I'm looking at Gravenberch now, and I really like how advanced Klopp is allowing Gravenberch to play. You know what I'm saying?
What would you say Gravenberch's best position is? Because I feel like when he's got the license to kind of, and you won't get this in a Klopp system, that's the only thing. But when he's kind of been on the half turn and he's got the license to see everything, Thames comment killed me. But he's got the license to see everything, right?
I'm trying to find it. Where is it? I'm trying to find this comment.
It's when he says everyone is south. Where is it now? I've lost it myself. Oh, it's at 416. Street of Free Thames. Big up. That one killed me. But at 416. But yeah, I feel like when you kind of give Grav that freedom, he will express himself. He's one of them plays. But again, in a Klopp system, you're not really gonna get that. Do you know what I mean? But I have to big up Grav for his performance yesterday.
Yeah, no, listen, you have to big up these players. By the way, I'm not an endosexual, but I can appreciate when he's playing well and he's doing what he needs to do. I still think he's not the 6 to take us to a Premier League on his own, in terms of in the 6 on his own. But but he's got a massive part to play.
Do you know what the best feeling is, Monts, when a player proves you wrong? Because I wrote off, and do you know what it is for me? After the Crystal Palace game, Monts, I wrote him off. Then he puts in that performance, the 1-1 at Anfield against Arsenal. He was better than Declan Rice that day. Let's have that right. And I think even us fans will agree that day at Anfield he was better. And I was writing him off. I remember I was saying on certain streams, this guy's just not it. Like but the thing is, it would have never have been that deep if he wasn't. Because what, 16 million? He was kind of the Milner replacement. He was bit part. So if he didn't do well, it's not like we took a mad loss. But he has shut me up. He has shut me up, bro. And you have to big up Endo. He's again for me, Monts. If we had a fully fit midfield, he still starts for me. I know but I know Mac had that period in the sixth, but I just feel like when it comes to industry and ball winning, I feel like Endo excels a bit more than a McAllister, and that's the position.
But what I'd say is that
you need
he's just like, let's not act like he's world class or world beater. Endo is a good player, but like again, for me, he had no expectations coming in. I think fans laughed at us, and they need to now hold that because Endo's coming good. Pause. But I feel like again, he's a good player. Is he a top player? No, but it doesn't always have to be a top player. I feel like Klopp can turn. This is again it's a great look on Jurgen Klopp as well as Endo, and it shows that sometimes players just need some time to gel into the team. By the way, my food, so give me a second. But carry on talking to the people.
All right, cool. But no, let me actually go through some of the comments that I can see still. But no, in terms of what you lot are saying, the general consensus of Endo, I agree, man. Because I'm gonna ask Monts his best midfield three. In fact, I asked you lot as well. I'm gonna ask Monts his best midfield three once he comes back. But let's just imagine. I know that this probably won't be in an ideal world when everyone's back. What is you lot's strongest midfield three? Because Endo's in mine. I'll be real. Endo's in mine. Let me go through some. Obviously, I don't have access to get the comments up, but
no.
Yeah. Tampa Lion says Grandbert says you're back now. But I was gonna say quickly with everyone back, because I asked the chat as well. Who's your best midfield 3 months when everyone's fit? And right, let's just say who's your other two, because I know Thiago's in there for you. But who's your other two? In an ideal, let's be hypothetical now. We know this won't happen, but I'll have some fun with it. Mine's Endo. I know we've not seen it, but mine's Endo, Thiago, and Curtis Jones. So Bosnia and Mac don't get into my midfield three. I think Jones is underrated. Thiago's just Thiago. He's just him. And I'm loving what I saw from Endo in the six. I like Sabozza and McAllister, but they don't get in my strongest midfield three.
I'd probably say on paper, Endo, Thiago, and Jones.
Yeah.
That's probably one who works for me, but I don't know who the battering ram is. So part of me also wants to say Curtis Jones, Szoboszlai, and Thiago in the six.
Don't you think Endo could be that battering ram?
Maybe. It's possible. That is possible. It's possible. I think it's just tailored to certain games. Like I think we should take Thiago out of it simply because.
Look, K. I know you're laughing. That's I know you're laughing at Thiago. That's why I said hypothetical.
Like that's why. Have you noticed how everyone goes? Have you noticed how everyone goes if Thiago's fit? Like Thiago has an asterisk. There's like an asterisk by Thiago. There's always an asterisk by Thiago's name in it. So let's just take Thiago out there for a second.
Z's taking the piss.
You know what? And you know the whole how Thiago can't play the six thing, like Gino just said. Yeah, Thiago can't play the six on his own, but neither can McAllister. So I think remember Liverpool is we're not.
And Endo can, in my opinion, in certain games. That's my point.
I'm looking at this new Liverpool, this phase 2 Liverpool. Yeah, you can have a ball playing six now. This would have been this is a team where Thiago can play the six, because if Matt can play the six, Thiago can play the six. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you can 100%. Drop Curtis Jones a bit deeper in the pivot. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't need to be a battering ram. I still want a destroyer as a six, because I feel like it benefits the team, and we don't have to put so much strain on Alisson, and we don't have to put so much strain on Van Dijk. These guys are 31, 32 now. We can't keep relying on them to do X factor stuff in defense and in between the sticks. But bro, I still think for me,
do you know, I'm going to say something here where
I'm 50-50 with the DMs in it. I'm 50-50 with the DM.
You may not agree. You just said you still want a destroyer. I think it's as simple as this. From what I've seen now, he's actually won me over. Endo is a destroyer. just maybe not at the level needed to, like you said earlier, to take us to that
He,
league, to that
he is a
Champions League.
destroyer
But
still, yeah.
I'm seeing him camp bare, man. I'm seeing him do the dark arts. He actually is. He's just maybe not at the level required to take us to the big two. But who knows? Because I've been seeing him. Like I said, he's my number 6, and he's the first. I can't believe I'm saying this. If you not heard me 2 months ago, I'll say this guy. Let's just ship him off again at the end of the year. But yeah, big up Endo, man. Big up Endo. He's been quality. He's been quality. You know what I want to big up as well quickly, and I feel like you would agree, Monts, that Neil Danji had a good touch. He looks like an IQ player, like not the quickest.
That little chop, that was techie as fuck. Bro, that was techie,
bro.
Fuck. That was so techie.
Word.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Even the build up to Elliott's goal, bro. The kind of outside the boot, played it into Gakpo's path, obviously, and then scrambled down. Elliott, nice finish by Elliott. Still wrapped it top bins first time.
Yeah,
you know the ones where there's no real.
Elliott's got that still.
No real back.
Man, big up Mix Mitchell. Mix Mitchell said, forget Thiago, brother. Forget Thiago.
That's why I laugh. That's why I laugh.
Can't forget him, bro. I can't forget him. Big up Rude Boy LFC goes, Liverpool is the first team in the top 5 European leagues to have 5 players of double-digit goals. Big up Rude Boy.
Big up Rude Boy. One better than that, Monts. We scored the most. It's us in all competitions. We scored the most in Europe. Us with 100 goals. I think it's Leverkusen with 95 in second and Man City with 94 in third. I see that today. So we scored 100 goals all competition in February, bro. Like big up us.
That's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy, to be fair.
That's actually mad.
Like, do you know what's crazy? I'm just proud of a lot of the boys because this squad is being stretched, bro. This squad is really being pushed to its limits. And people are going to say it's only Luton, but the Brentford game impressed me as well. We'll probably speak for the remaining part on Cody Gakpo. I think he had a game of 2 halves. I think the second he scored that goal, he's in the game again, using his body, bullying the centre back. Bullied. There was one part where he bullied the centre back and he should have passed it across, but I think his touch was off. But he bullied the centre back.
Yeah. I remember.
I need Gakpo to do that because I've clocked, bro. When he pins the centre back, you can't move. You can't move when Gakpo pins you.
It's the Lukaku and Carragher. When I pin you, you're finished. You know that video.
You're not moving, big man. And I feel like Gakpo. The thing is with Gakpo, outside the Premier League, he's been fine. I think inside the Premier League, he's been underwhelming. But 11 starts, 5 goals, 3 assists. I mean,
that's actually decent. Do you know who he had the best relationship, Monts? When he comes on and Nunes takes up the natural position on the left. Gakpo and Nunes, from what I've clocked, that relationship is very good. When he comes on and plays on left, I think he has the best relationship with him. But you know what? When you
6'4", innit? Gakpo has good fundamentals, but he's not in the game enough. That's his thing, innit? He has good fundamentals, good touch, quick, strong, powerful, can dribble, can shoot. But he's not a master at any of these things. And he's not a master at any of the positions we've seen him play. 8, 10, false 9, left.
Jack of all trades. Do you know he should have bagged again. You know when he went clean through, bro, it was hard for me, it was harder to not hit the target. He was hit high,
he's tried to wrap that top. I can tell. He's so confident. He's tried to wrap that. He's tried to do the Suarez against PSG. He tried to do the Suarez versus PSG. He tried to wrap that top bins for no reason.
What? Do you know who else tried to do it? Do you know who else tried to do it? We only have to go as far back as the weekend. Harry Kane tried to do it against Bochum, or that bum team. Actually, I can't call them bums. They won the game. But you get what I mean? You know, you've been there as a striker, bro. You know when you're in that position and you want to wrap it top bins, even penalties. You know, sometimes when you shift to the left. Oh wait, you're left. Yeah. You're left-footed, innit?
No, I'm right-footed, but I take
right-footed. So, but that's compliment to Monts.
Wrap penalties.
that's compliment to Monts. Monts is, I'll call you ambidextrous. You're Santi Cazorla, and you're strong with both feet. I've seen your highlight reel. But you know them ones, yeah, cool. You're right-footed, so you know what I mean. You know what Gakpo did, yeah, like the Suarez PSG, and what Kane tried to do at the weekend, yeah. You know when you're you go to the left a bit and you try and put it in the top bin, the right top bin as much as possible. But you hit it too much. You overhit it too much, bro.
That's the thing with when you try to go for top bins, there's always that 30% chance it flies in Rosette. Because you're going for the top bin. You're going for the top bin.
That's why Monts penalties. penalties, I never go high. It has to be low because I think if I go high, I'm gonna go too high, bro. I'm
Bro, it
shook.
just depends what mood I'm in. If I'm in an angry mood, I'm firing the ball in that top corner, innit? Like, and bro, I scored most of my penalties. I think I've only ever missed 2 penalties, I believe. But like the 2 I've missed, one hit the bar because I was going for the top corner, hit the bar, and came down off the bar. I was thinking, wait, I put too much on it. Like I'm thinking, yeah, that's flying top corner. It just goes ding 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 off the bar. I was like,
yeah.
The ball even bounced back towards me, and I didn't get the rebound because I was so flabbergasted that it didn't go in. Like, I was so like, wait, how did I miss that? That not go in. Big up
I know that one still.
Big up Jathan with the super chat. He goes, Thiago is getting me in trouble, but Thiago is getting me in trouble, but not playing. When he's about to sub on, the smile that was on my face, my wife said, look at smiling for a man. My wife said, my man said, look at smiling. Always said, what, as in what you're smiling at for a man, smiling at that for a man. Yeah, because Thiago is a pure footballer and he will make any man smile. You know what I'm saying? Cops answered, Monts, it's time we move like a big channel. Do you watch your longs?
Bro, I hear Rad say, bro, I'm dead. I hear Rad say about Thiago, but when I have a son, all I'm gonna make him do. That's the. In fact, how about this, Monts? That's the bit I come into the stream, bro. That's the bit. The first thing I heard. All I'm gonna do is show him clips of Thiago. No, big up Rad, man.
Bro, and big up Pavares, and he says 12 more finals, 6 home, 6 away. I believe we can do it. Boy,
God
listen,
willing, man. God willing.
Big up Sheik as well. My guy goes, by the way, once I watched about your streaming rants, good stuff. Appreciate you, bro.
Big up Sheik every time, Carl. No, I see him from he's one of broadest got sarcasm all the time. You're always showing support everywhere. Yeah, so big up Sheik, man.
Big up. Yeah, but listen, there's a lot of stuff to unpack, and I'm just happy Gakpo. Listen, Gakpo is our guy that obviously scores in the cup competitions. That's what it is at the moment. And I'm really interested to see what he's like with a run of games. It's going to be the first run of games he gets. He stays fit. So let's see what he does, and let's see what he can do. And let's see how he fares in the games going forward. Cup final, let's see if we step up. You know what I'm saying? But listen, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let me see how close we are to 8.2K. Let's see how close we are to 8.2K. We are 10 subscribers away from 8.2K. So I know there's still 130 of you guys in here. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope you're enjoying the content. Make sure you guys like the video. The aim today is 125 likes within the stream. We're on 111. So we're literally only, 14 likes away. So make sure you do that as well. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up Z. Big up Honestly. Big up Mr. Link, HR, Mix Mitchell as well, bringing your good insight as well. You know what I'm saying? Big up Sheik in the house, Tampa Lion as well, Varazan as well in the house. Big Yards as well. I see you showing the love in Rance's chat as well, keep saying Gakpo is a rhythm player.
Big up.
6 and 8 games. Gakpo will source up the place. Yeah, it's possible, 100%. I really want him to prove people wrong because he does have good fundamentals as well. But Darwin is playing too well at the moment, so undroppable for me at the moment on Darwin's side of things. But KLFC in the house as well, Gino, Vanman, and so especially the new guys that are coming from Rance's family. I appreciate you lot as well. Big up Romz in the house. You lot, listen, 7 p.m. Kids is here, and he is getting cooked. Yeah, everyone's saying that. Bring me kids. You know what I'm saying? The cooking session. You lot, notification bell on. Kids is getting fried. Yeah. Traps is there. The clips are loaded. He is fucked. He is finished, innit? We will be there. Belt to ass. Belt to ass. So you lot be there at 7 p.m. I'm not even going to redirect the stream. I'm not even going to redirect it to the stream because the stream's not up yet. But 7 p.m., guys, please make sure you are there. It's going to be one for the ages. Don't worry, guys. You're going to get some. You're going to get some. Listen, we're going to end the stream there. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Drop a comment below on what you thought on, obviously, a more chilled stream with a lot of insight and conversation on Arsenal and Liverpool and what's happened. Guys, we've got the final coming up. We're going to have the preview on Friday. Another episode of Big Six Bags. Take care, and we're going to end it on a nice video for you guys. Arsenal tears. Sweet as hell, man. Sweet like chocolate, people. Take care, and we'll see you soon.
Oh, my God. You're fucked. Oh my days! Oh, I can't do this anymore!
can't do this anymore, blood. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. Fuck this. 31 minutes in a semi-final of a fucking European competition. This is your only way to the Champions League. And you put out this performance. Look at this fucking shit, Zah. They're coming again.
Oh my God.
Oh my days. What is going on? What the fuck? When are people going to open their eyes? When are you going to open your eyes?
I cannot do this with this fucking team, honestly.
Look at this shit. Look at this. You're telling me trust the process. Trust this and trust that. Suck your mother for a straw. I don't give a fuck.